Picture the US dollar. It's been the king of cash for over a century, the global heavyweight champ everyone bows to. It's on every oil deal, every international trade, every IOU note between countries. Then there's Bitcoin, born in 2009, cooked up by some mysterious genius named Satoshi Nakamoto. It's this renegade, decentralized dream, running on a blockchain that's like a digital diary no one can mess with. No banks, no governments, just pure peer-to-peer freedom. The dollar's the old school monarch. Bitcoin's the punk rock rebel. Could the rebel actually overthrow the throne? That's what we're here to figure out. This isn't just about money, it's about power, trust, and where the world's headed. The US dollar's got deep roots, but Bitcoin's got hype, tech, and a growing army of believers. We're going to explore every scenario. Bitcoin crushing it, the dollar fighting back, or some weird mashup of the two. I'll keep it real, chill, and packed with juicy details. Think of me as your crypto curious bestie who's done all the homework. Let's roll through history first, then hit the probabilities, the roadblocks, and the wild cards. Oh, and I've got some spicy side stories to keep it fun. Here we go. To get why this Bitcoin versus dollar showdown even matters, we've got to rewind. The US dollar wasn't always the big boss. Back in the 1800s, the British pound was running the show. Think of it like the dollar's grandpa. But after World War I, Britain was broke and the US stepped up. By 1944, at this fancy meeting called Bretton Woods, the dollar got crowned the world's reserve currency. Countries tied their money to it, and it was backed by gold, $35 an ounce, solid as a rock. It was like the dollar wore a gold cape, invincible. Then, 1971 hit. President Nixon was like, nah, we're done with gold. The US had spent big on Vietnam and social programs, and other countries were cashing in dollars for gold faster than we could handle. So, Nixon ditched the gold standard, boom. The dollar became fiat, meaning it's only worth something because the government says so. Crazy, right? But it worked. Why? Trust. The US had the biggest economy, the strongest military, and everyone needed dollars for oil. It's been the king ever since, even surviving crashes like 2008. Now, fast forward to today, February 28th, 2025. The dollar's still flexing, but it's got scars. The national debt's ballooned to $35 trillion, and folks like Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen have warned it's a ticking time bomb. Inflation's been wild, 25% value drop in 4 years, per some analysts. People are starting to squint at it like, you good, bro? Meanwhile, Bitcoin's lurking, whispering, I'm different. Let's meet the challenger. So, 2008 happens. The world's financial system implodes, banks fail, people lose homes, trust in suits hits zero. Out of this chaos, Satoshi drops Bitcoin like a mic. Their white papers all. Hey, let's make money that doesn't need banks or governments, just math and trust. It's built on blockchain, this genius ledger where every transaction's logged forever. Verified by miners who solve math puzzles for rewards. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist, scarcity baked in, unlike the dollar's endless printing press. At first, it's a geek toy. Some dude buys 2 pizzas for 10,000 BTC in 2010. But it grows. By 2017, it's hitting $20,000. Crashes, then moons to $69,000 in 2021. Today, in 2025, it's bouncing around $70,000 after those Wall Street ETFs kicked in. Big shots like Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy and Tesla are hoarding it. It's not just a coin, it's a movement. People call it digital gold, a hedge against inflation, a middle finger to central banks. But can it replace the dollar? Let's break it down with some scenarios. All right, let's dream big. Imagine it's 2040 and Bitcoin's the official US currency. How'd we get here? First, the dollar tanks, hard. Maybe that $35 trillion debt blows up. Inflation goes bananas, and people ditch dollars like they're cursed. Countries stop using it for trade. China's yuan or a BRICS currency steps up. Trust in the greenback's gone. and the US government scrambling. Enter Bitcoin. It's already global, with fans in every corner. Say a new president, maybe a crypto bro like Trump 2.0, or a senator like Cynthia Lummis, says, screw it, let's adopt it. They buy up millions of BTC, peg taxes to it, and mandate businesses accept it. Blockchain's humming. Transactions are instant via Lightning Network, and the 21 million cap keeps it scarce. No more printing money like it's monopoly. Why it could work? Bitcoin's decentralized, no Fed meddling, no inflation spirals. It's secure. Hacking blockchain's a nightmare. And it's already got cred. 57 countries had 10% plus inflation last year, and folks there love BTC. Chamath Palihapitiya, that billionaire podcast dude, predicts it'll replace gold. If it beats gold, why not the dollar? Plus, younger gens, Gen Z, Alpha, they're all in. A 2024 Chainalysis study says crypto adoption spiking in Asia and the US imagine robots and AI using it too. Anthony Pompliano thinks machines will pick BTC for instant settlements. But here's the catch, volatility. Bitcoin's wild, $69,000 one day, $15,000 the next. Businesses hate that. You can't price a burger when the coin's a roller coaster. And scale, it handles 7 transactions per second. Visa does 24,000. Lightning helps, but it's not there yet. Plus, the US giving up control? That's like asking a lion to hand over its claws. Still, if the dollar dies and Bitcoin's ready, this could be the fairy tale ending for crypto nerds. Now let's flip it. The dollar's not going down without a brawl. Say that debt crisis looms, but the US pulls a power move, maybe a digital dollar. They've been testing it since Biden's 2022 executive order. It's dollar vibes but blockchain style, trackable, fast, government-backed. Bitcoin's still around, but it's the cool uncle, not the boss. Why this holds up? The dollar's got muscle. It's 60% of global reserves, per the IMF, and oil's priced in it. Saudi Arabia's not ditching that deal soon. The US military, economy, and soft power keep it king. Forbes says the dollar's exorbitant privilege ain't fading fast. And history? When gold got too popular, FDR banned owning it in 1933. Imagine Uncle Sam pulling that on Bitcoin. They could tax it to death, ban exchanges, or seize miners. Ex posts from 2021 say the government won't let BTC win without a fight. Bitcoin's flaws help here too. That volatility? Forbes notes it's a deal breaker. Stablecoins like Tether are stealing its thunder for everyday use. And energy? Mining BTC guzzles power, Pakistan levels annually, per Deutsche Bank. The US could greenlight a CBDC, keep control, and leave Bitcoin as a speculative toy for the rich. MicroStrategy and Tesla might stack it, but Walmart's not pricing milk in BTC anytime soon. Okay, here's the chill middle ground. It's 2035, and the US runs on both. Dollars for coffee, Bitcoin for big stuff, houses, cars, savings. Palihapitiya's dual currency vibe kicks in. The government doesn't ditch the dollar, but embraces BTC as a reserve asset. Taxes in dollars or BTC, your call. Businesses post 2 prices, like Corey Clipston predicts. How it happens, the dollar weakens, say, Trump's tariffs tank trade, or China dumps US bonds. Bitcoin's ETFs pull in trillions. The Fed buys BTC to hedge, like gold but digital. Meanwhile, Lightning Network scales up, and volatility dips as more use it. CoinDesk says firms like Meanwhile already run on BTC. Life insurance in sats. It's not replacing the dollar, it's teaming up. Why it's dope, flexibility. Dollar keeps stability, BTC adds scarcity. Governments love control, but people love freedom. This splits the difference. El Salvador's BTC experiment shows it can work small scale. And gamers? THNDR's Des Dickerson says 3 billion players could earn BTC in games. Imagine Fortnite skins in sats. It's not a takeover, it's a remix. Let's get real. Bitcoin's got hurdles. Volatility's the biggie. Investopedia says it's a speculator's dream, not a currency's backbone. Scalability? Still lagging. Visa laughs at 7 transactions a second. Regulation? SEC's Gary Gensler called crypto the Wild West. Trump's pro-BTC stance in 2025 might soften that, but Congress could still choke it. And adoption? Only 1% of U.S. transactions are crypto, per Chainalysis. The dollar's got 330 million users baked in. Bitcoin's at 400 million globally, but it's a slow grind. Energy's a buzzkill too. Mining's carbon footprint freaks out greens. Could the U.S. stomach that? And hacks? Quantum computing's a distant boogeyman, but a 51% attack isn't impossible. Plus, the Fed. Those suits won't just hand over the keys. Brookings says the digital dollar's more likely than BTC adoption. Now, the fun stuff. What could tip this? A black swan, like a dollar collapse from war or AI eating jobs. Or tech, lightning hitting Visa speeds, or stablecoins bridging BTC to daily life. Politics? A crypto prez in 2028 could push it. Culture? Gen Z owning 50% of BTC by 2030 might force it. Or global vibes? BRICS ditching dollars could boost BTC's cred. So, will Bitcoin replace the dollar? Straight up, no, not fully, not soon. The dollar's too entrenched, too powerful. Bitcoin's got legs, but it's more likely a sidekick or co-star by 2040. The hybrid vibe feels right, dual currencies, each doing its thing. But if the dollar implodes, Bitcoin's waiting. For now, stack some sats, keep some bucks, and watch this saga unfold. What's your bet? Let's chat it out.